Among the towering figures of medieval history, one name has stood out for centuries: Richard the Lionheart. Known for his courage on the battlefield, his determination to reclaim the Holy Land, and his role in the Third Crusade, Richard I has captured the imaginations of people around the world. But behind the legend lies a man whose life was marked by both triumph and tragedy. Born on September 8, 1157, in Oxford, England, Richard was the third son of King Henry II and Eleanor of Aquitaine. As a child, Richard was never expected to inherit the throne. But fate had different plans. Upon the death of his older brothers, Richard became the heir to his father's kingdom. Even as a young man, Richard displayed remarkable courage and leadership. By the early 1180s, he had already been involved in putting down baronial revolts in his own lands, earning a reputation for his military skill. It was during this period that he earned the nickname, Coeur de Lion, which means the Lionheart, a symbol of his bravery and strength in battle. Richard's military genius was not limited to the battlefield. In the late 1190s, he commissioned the construction of Château Gallard, a fortress in Normandy that remains a testament to his strategic mind. Built with cutting-edge military innovations of the time, such as flanking towers and machicolations, the castle was designed to withstand sieges and protect Richard's lands from his enemies. But Richard's ambitions extended far beyond the shores of England. In 1187, Saladin, the Muslim leader, captured the city of Jerusalem, sparking the need for another crusade. Richard, determined to reclaim the Holy City, set off in 1190, leaving England in the hands of his advisors. His reign as king would be famously brief on English soil, spending less than 6 months in total during his 10-year reign. Richard's journey to the Holy Land was fraught with challenges from the very beginning. In Sicily, he encountered political tensions with King Tancred over an inheritance dispute involving his sister, Joanna. A terrible storm struck, causing a loss of ships, including one carrying his sister and fiancée, Berengaria of Navarre. But Richard was undeterred. He pressed on, securing Cyprus and marrying Berengaria in 1191. Upon arriving in the Holy Land, Richard's military brilliance shone through. In the city of Acre, which had been under siege for 2 years, Richard led a successful assault that resulted in the city's surrender. His tactical brilliance and overwhelming force ensured the victory. Yet, despite his success, Richard's ultimate goal, the retaking of Jerusalem, remained elusive. In September 1191, Richard scored a decisive victory at Arsu, a battle that secured the Crusaders' control of Joppa. But despite this triumph, tensions grew among the Crusader leaders. Richard clashed with the French king, Philip II, and disputes with his own allies prevented him from pressing on to Jerusalem. By 1192, Richard realized the conquest of Jerusalem was not achievable under the current circumstances. A truce was negotiated with Saladin, allowing the Crusaders to retain control of Acre and a coastal strip for Christian pilgrims. Richard's absence from the Holy Land was now marked by political strife and growing disillusionment. On his way home, Richard's journey took a tragic turn. Shipwrecked in the Adriatic Sea, he was captured by the Duke of Austria, who held him for ransom. It took over a year for his release, and the English people were forced to pay a hefty price to bring their king home. In 1194, Richard returned to England, where he was crowned once again. But the kingdom had changed during his absence, and Richard's later years were consumed by warfare against Philip II of France. He spent most of his time in France, leaving England in the hands of his advisors. In 1199, Richard's life came to a sudden end. While besieging a castle at Calais, he was struck by an arrow and mortally wounded. He died at the age of 41, leaving behind a legacy as one of England's greatest warrior kings. Richard was buried in Fontevraud Abbey, alongside his father, Henry II, and his mother, Eleanor of Aquitaine. His tomb, marked by an effigy of the king in full armor, remains a symbol of his indomitable spirit and military prowess. King Richard the Lionheart may have been the absent king, but his influence and legacy continue to resonate. His courage in battle, his determination during the Crusades, and his lasting impact on England's history have earned him a place among the most iconic figures of the medieval world.